Okay, so ignore everything I said in my last video. Don't bring it up. I don't want to talk about it. If you bring it up, you living in the past. I don't want to talk about it. We're starting new, okay? I have been arguing with the voices in my head for about 2 weeks now. The decade idea, great idea. I might pick it back up in about 20 years or so. But for right now, I just want to play my game, y'all. I just want to create a forever save file and play my game. That is the main objective here, is for Jasmine to play her game. And I want to stick with one save file, completely finish it, and it'll be my forever save file so I can play my game. And while I have a forever save file, then I can work on other little fun save files, because when I get bored with working on them, I can just hop in and play my game sometimes. Juggle, have a good little mix. We can get some Let's Plays on here, like get some town lore, some stuff, maybe some machinimas, if I have a forever save file. So that's what we're doing here. That's what I want to focus on. We're moving forward, okay? One foot in front of the other. We're going with this. Right now we're in San Sequoia because this is where I am going to be starting. This is the genesis of this forever save file. The time period that we're going for is late 90s, early 2000s, suburbia, mainly early 2000s, probably right on the cusp, like fall 1999, 2000. That's the idea that we're going with. That's the aesthetic that we're going with. So I usually don't make a Pinterest board or anything like that for my worlds. I kind of just hop on there and just start, I just keep it in my head. But I wanted to make a board just to show you guys exactly the vision that I have for this new world. So I'm going to put it here on the screen, and this is pretty much what I want this world to look like. I'm going to ignore this ocean in the back, this seaside ocean here, because I'm going to put a background here and it's going to make it look like a lake, so that's not going to bother me. And I'm also going to put some trees around here, so that's not going to bother me. But yeah, this is how it looks empty before we get started with everything. Well, before I get started with everything, because I know I'm going to most likely do it off camera. So this is how everything looks. I forgot what part of San Sequoia this is, but yeah, you guys saw my Pinterest board, and so you know exactly the vision that I have for this. And let's see if I can execute it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just fast forward this. All right, so this is what we have so far, and I think it looks fantastic. Like, this is exactly what I had in mind when I decided to start this save file. This looks amazing. Amazing. I love it. I know I say this about a lot of the things I show on here, but I tend to like a lot of things I do. So I really love the way it came out, though. And we're not even done. We're not even close to being done. And just like seeing how it's coming together, and we're not even like halfway done, not even a little tiny smidget way done. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the rest. A lot of the homes are inspired by the homes I saw in Carroll Stream, Illinois. And I know it's like very random, but the way I find my homes, especially like my deco homes that I make here, the way I find them are I'll typically go on Zillow and I'll like search like whatever type of home that I'm looking for. I'll either just type in like, oh, homes made from 1990 to 2000, which is what I did here. I wanted homes specifically built from the year 1990 to 2000. And then sometimes I'll get specific, like I'll be like, I want McMansions, colonial revivals, Cape Cods, because in this suburban neighborhood, especially in the time period, there's a lot of Cape Cods around. So yeah, I just typed that in and it landed me in, I typically did like a whole map view. So show me homes in every state. And it showed me a lot of homes in Illinois. And I was like, So I just like stayed there and went on Google Earth and kind of just like, moved around Google Earth. And I saw like a lot of homes that I liked. So how I make my homes are I'll typically like screenshot it on either Zillow or on Google Maps, Google Earth. I'll screenshot like the front of the home and I'll just turn the 2D picture into a 3D picture, which is how I make the deco homes, because I like to have multiple. I don't like repeating the same houses. I hate that. I want all of my homes to look different, especially for the type of neighborhoods I do and the type of aesthetics. So that's pretty much what I did. I just was in Google Earth, Google Maps, and I was just looking around in Carroll Stream, Illinois, because that's where a lot of the homes were. It was showing me a lot of those homes and it kind of fit the vibe is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I really love how it came out. I did add a street here because there was a lot right here and it was kind of awkward. I didn't really know what to do with it. So I just added like a little curved street here. I placed some deco homes here, but I'm obviously going to build on the lot, even though I do like how the deco homes look. But since there's not that many lots in this part of San Sequoia, I kind of want to use every lot that I have. So I might just build a house that looks like one of these and put it right there. It's probably what I'm going to do most likely. And then just add these two homes right here and create like a little street from here. Yeah, I just went through and added like small little deco to the homes. Like I added the mailboxes and the trees and some of the landscaping, which I hate doing landscaping. That's like the worst part of world building to me is landscaping. I hate it. So I just added like basic landscaping. I haven't done anything to the backyards yet. I did add my matte trees. You guys know, like I said in my last video, I'm obsessed with adding the matte trees. It just makes things look better without spacing out a whole bunch of like scattered spacey trees. I'm just putting the matte backgrounds, and I also did a matte background for remember I told y'all I was gonna do that for the lake back here. So now it just looks like a lake instead of like a big ocean because I have a background there. But yeah, I'm gonna build a house here because that's a lot, and there's also lots back there, but there's nothing back there yet. I'm gonna put some homes back there. I'm gonna keep this area as a park because it already has the makings of a park. Makings of a varsity athlete, but it already has the makings of a park. So I'm just gonna keep that. And usually when I'm in live mode, the Sims are kind of like jogging on this trail and walking their dogs and stuff, so it's really cute. So I'm gonna keep that as is, but I am going to build a house here because this is a perfect place to have a house, like right smack dab in the middle of this suburban street. Perfect. The only thing that did irritate me a little bit are these concrete slabs that were already here, like that are just a part of the world. I couldn't get rid of those, so they're just already there. It's not that big of a deal, but it was kind of annoying. I had to add my little concrete driveways myself. And, it's kind of bulky, but who cares? It looks good, who cares? But it came out exactly the way I wanted it to, which I'm excited. I can't wait to like finish placing things. I love this. Like, this is the type of neighborhood that you can like ride your bike around. There's some kids down the street starting a garage band or something like that, which is like what I want to be going on in this world. It's going to be very like 2000s teen movie. Like, that's like the vibes here. Not another teen movie, which is one of my favorite movies. But that's like the vibes of this neighborhood. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna finish making more deco homes, but the process to make these deco homes is pretty tedious. It's not hard, it's just very tedious. It takes a while. Like, making two houses will almost take my whole day. Mainly because I go kind of slow because I want it to look a certain way, but it's just really tedious. So these are the only ones I made so far. I have to go in and make some more. I'm gonna be doing them in steps though, so I'm just not making hundreds of deco homes because that's just gonna be really boring and I don't want to get burnt out. I'm probably going to make this lot be a colonial revival or something like that. So I'm probably gonna have it look like this because I love this type of home. I feel like this is just very, like, you know, very early 2000s cozy suburban. Love that type of house. And I'm gonna put like some more McMansions and stuff there. Don't know what I'm gonna build back there. I'm not going back there because it's just like a whole bunch of cars. Like it's like a whole bunch of cars that I placed so I can, like, you know, place the cars around. So it's just a pile of cars. I don't want to show that. It's gonna mess up my mystique that I have going on here now. But yeah, it looks great. It looks great. This is exactly what I had in mind. I think my favorite part is this little street here. Like, shout out, like, love, man, deco streets are a game changer. Shout out to my brother, seriously, because that's a game changer. Love adding deco streets, because at first when you were like world building, there was not much wiggle room that you could do, but now we can add our own little streets using tool and stuff. You can pretty much do whatever. You can rule the world, honestly. You can do whatever with that. But yeah, I like it. I like it. I cannot wait to finish working on this. I did add like these little fences and stuff here and some more fences. I made like different swatches for fences so I can have like a variety when it came to the fence here. And a lot of the cars are 90s and 2000s cars. You might see a car in here from 2002, like right here, but I'm not too strict on, you know, the time period, like the specific dates. Like, yes, I said this is based off like the year 2000, but I'm not, you know, if I see a car from 2002, it's not that serious. Like, it's okay, you know. I hope I don't have no hall money on here being like, oh, the girl, that car from 2005. Like, no, like it doesn't matter. But yeah, so overall, I'm really enjoying this look. I'm going, like I said before, I'm gonna keep this area as a park. Gonna add some more houses over here. Don't know what I'm gonna do really with this hill. I don't think I'm gonna add much of anything here, because what is this? Like, what is this leading to? I don't know what was here before. I forgot. I've had all the EA deco removed from my game for so long. I don't even remember how San Sequoia looked before, so I have no idea what was here. But yeah, I'm just gonna make it make sense. Like, if it doesn't make sense, then I'm not gonna put anything there. And typically when I have nothing to put, I'll just put some trees and block it out, because there's so many other parts of the world I can do. I'm also going to be making a mall for this world. I don't know if you guys know, but my brother just put out a whole bunch of mall signs, and that's because I needed him to do those, because I'm going to be building a mall for this world, because what's a 2000 suburban world without a mall? Like, what? So gonna be doing that. Gonna be working on a mall. It's gonna be going on the 64 by 64 lot that's in San Sequoia already. I think that's the perfect place to put a mall. And obviously I'm gonna have a school and a high school, but that's gonna be in like Copperdale. I feel like now that we have the high school world, there's no point of putting a high school anywhere else besides Copperdale. So that I'm going to be building a new high school. I'm also going to be probably building a middle school and a elementary school. I know I built an elementary school, but I never did a middle school. So I'm going to be doing that. And that's all going to be part of this save file. And I'm going to be releasing probably some of those builds individually. I'm never going to release this save file though. I know a lot of people like want my save files, but I have 300 gigabytes of CC. There's no way for me to put that out for other people to get. Like, there's no way for me to upload a 300 gigabyte file. Like, it's just not happening. It's just not happening. I will be releasing the builds, but the whole save file, I'm so sorry. It's not gonna happen. But yeah, I'm excited, and like I said, I'm going to be working on this save file. Like, this is all I'm going to be doing. All the videos that you guys are going to see from me are going to be based off this forever save. So we're going to be you're gonna be here for the ride, okay? Step by step, you're gonna be here for the ride. So this is like the very beginning. I'm shelving all my other save files, took them out. I'm not working on those at all until I'm done with this. And then once I'm done with this, then we can go back to the other stuff. Then we can work on Miami. We can work on the 80s one. We can, have a little fun. But I need this forever save file to be done. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Obviously, I still have so much to do, so many things to add, so many things to build. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm working on, and I'm gonna be keeping you updated on my Tumblr because that's my only social media. So I'm gonna be taking pictures, and you're probably gonna see pictures of the save file before I even make a video about it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if you want to keep up with that, I have so many other houses to make. I need to make some more McMansions, and maybe some like the only one story. Actually, I don't have any one story homes on here. I'm gonna probably add some one story homes here. I think I need a little mix of one story homes. I think that's what we're missing. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of just having 2-story homes here. I gotta look around on Google Earth and see. Looking around on Google Earth is like a big tip. Like that's a big help when it comes to world building. Like just looking around, because sometimes looking on Pinterest doesn't show you everything. It's really hard for me to get like a full, 360 view of neighborhoods and stuff just on Pinterest. So looking on Google Earth can help you. Also, if you're looking for a specific time period, like you want a house that was built in the 1980s, search it on Zillow, where it says year built. Search the home, like, oh, I want a home built from 1980 to 1990. Search that, and if you see a home that you really like, copy the address into Google Earth and look around the neighborhood. Like look around the houses surrounding that house, because you'll probably see more like that, and you'll have like the whole vibe. Then you'll get like a better idea of how you want to make and layer and lay out your neighborhood. So that's a good tip. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I didn't want to ramble too much. I just want to show you guys what I have done so far, and I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. Let's see how it looks at night with like the street lights. Okay, it's really dark because I don't have a whole bunch of street lights. I don't have really any street lights on this side, and I don't have any all throughout here, and I don't have any lights in the park, which I'm gonna have lights in the park. But it's pretty lit up. I mean, it's lit up enough. It's not like big bright Friday night lights on your neighborhood street. But yeah, I didn't make any of my deco homes light up at night because I just don't really care for that, and that takes so long to do that, and that'll just slow me down, and I don't really care for somebody having a light on. And I might go back and add that later, maybe, if I feel like it. I don't, though. I don't really care for them lighting up at night. I know some people like that, but I don't really care for that. But yeah, I think it looks great, especially in the morning. Only thing I don't like is when the cars pass by, like the EA cars. Well, not the EA cars, because I have an override, so I don't have the EA cars. But when the cars do not pass by here, the cars are all over where they're at. The cars are usually passing by over here, which is like, okay, like we can't even see them. Like there's no cars driving in the areas that your Sims actually are, which is so stupid and so annoying. I wish there was a thing of like animated vehicles where it's just like a vehicle just going by over and over, and it gets to a certain point and it just starts over, kind of like the animated Sims, the animated deco Sims, where they're kind of like doing the same action over and over. There needs to be something like that for cars. I'm not gonna do it, but somebody needs to do it. There needs to be somebody that makes mods and stuff. You hear me? Animated cars would be great. But yeah, that's enough rambling from me. I'm just sitting here like admiring the world because it just looks really great. Oh my god. But yeah, yeah, that's enough rambling for me, and I will see you guys in my next one.